Looking for and finding a job is an important skill in life, not just for this internship, but throughout your career as you begin to locate different jobs and professions that might suit you. Knowing how to find a job and where to look for them is an important skill that we'll be developing this week. Now, there's a lot of ways that the job search has changed over the years. In the past, people might have just simply gone to a place of employment and looked to see if they had open and available positions by looking for help wanted signs or potentially finding ads in the newspaper in the help wanted section. In recent years, with the use of the internet and computers, there's all sorts of new job search sites such as Indeed or Monster.com that might help connect potential job seekers with available positions out there. And while these are all great skills to have in your job search, it's actually not the best way to find a job. So, how do you find an internship or a job? One of the best ways that research has proven to find and locate a new job is the process of networking. You probably already know what this means. A network is simply things that are connected through a variety of different ways, kind of like a web. And if you think about it, you already have a lot of networks. For example, your social network. You might know someone in person or virtually, and they might know someone, and so you end up kind of knowing them. And we begin to network in a variety of different ways. We're all connected. Let's think about using these same kind of networking skills for looking at an internship opportunity. For example, say you're really interested in science and you'd like to use that interest in science or biology to maybe help develop new medicines or cures for diseases. So you've thought that maybe for your internship you might want to go somewhere in the medical field, but you aren't really sure exactly what that internship might look like. Well, what are some of the networks that you already know? Your parents, for example, might have friends or coworkers, family members, or even your friends' parents, or your aunts, or your neighbors, or your teachers. And they might know someone that, well, maybe it's their own doctor or someone else that's in the medical field. And that person might have friends or professional communities that they network with, either virtually or maybe they go out to coffee, or maybe it's their neighbor or some kind of professional organization that they work for. And someone in that organization might know somebody that's doing some cool new work with developing prosthesis for folks that have had amputations, or collecting data on different types of research, or actually just know someone right down the street from you that's looking for new ways or new technologies to help improve the way that people manage their health. And that person can connect you with this person, and you can potentially do your internship with them. So really, networking is just about connections. The best place to start in terms of where you want to intern is finding out what your interests are and what you would like to try out for potential careers. We're going to be doing that in class and throughout the next couple of weeks, but you probably already have an idea from some of the work you might have done in your advisory class or on your own about what kind of potential fields you're interested in. Maybe you're interested in performing arts or graphic technology or computer animation. Maybe you're interested in being outside, so you mostly know where you want to work versus what you want to be doing when you're out there. Maybe you're interested in sports marketing or in automotive design and technology. So once you kind of have an idea of what your interests are, let that be your roadmap. And think about the networks that might exist. For example, maybe you have a friend that shares this interest, that knows somebody that's doing that work. Or again, your parents or teachers. The best way is to really just start asking around as soon as possible, letting people know, hey, I'm really interested in doing more and learning more about this particular career or interest. Do you know anyone that might be doing something like that? And helping to get them to help you make those connections within your network. The best questions to ask, of course, after what you actually want to be doing, so where you envision yourself being, is to then start looking around and seeing who's kind of doing that sort of work. If I'm interested in criminal justice, who might be doing that kind of work in terms of a police detective or security officer or law or legal, and then beginning to identify where they might exist. If you don't know them, who might you know that might know them, and how can you get in touch? Don't worry, you won't be doing this completely on your own. Together, we're going to be working to help connect you to those kind of opportunities. The goal is that every single student has their internship started by the middle of this semester, if not sooner. And we'll give you some tips in the next week or so about ways to make meaningful connections and communicate some of those ideas and requests to these folks. So really, the future, it's up to you. And hopefully, you've got a little bit more information about how networking works and how it might be useful in beginning to locate the ideal internship for you.